Hi everybody, it's Emily here at CAVU Farm. Today we're going to get into that hive that we combined from two separate colonies, and we're going to make sure that everything went as planned. If you saw our video on Facebook a couple days after the combine, you can see that based on the number of orientation flights we had over the next few days, we're fully expecting a successful outcome. Anytime you open a hive, you really want to go in for a very specific purpose, and you only want to stay in the hive as long as you have to see exactly what you need to see for that inspection. So today we're looking for three things. We're looking to see, do the bees that we now have in that hive, do they have enough space? Do they have too much space? Do they have not enough space? And we're looking to see and make sure that they have enough food resources. And we're looking to make sure that we still have a queen. So follow us and we'll show you how we do that. The first thing I like to do is just kind of watch the bees coming and going from the hive. All of these girls are coming in completely loaded down with pollen. And I'm seeing a variety of colors, which means there are several pollen sources that they're finding right now, which is awesome. It's a really good sign. So right off the bat, I'm looking to see the number of bees in this colony. And to me, I feel like we're seeing pretty decent bee coverage. We'll know more when we really pull out the frames, but it's always a good sign when you see them here kind of stacked on top of the frames, and looking down in between every frame, you just see a bunch of bee faces staring up at you. So this time of the year, I like to keep the hive as covered up as I can, even while I'm inspecting. It's going to help prevent other honeybees, some of our other colonies here, from wanting to come over and rob them. And it's going to help prevent some of the yellow jackets, like there's one right here, from getting in and getting at the honey as well. So as far as resources go, what I can tell you is I know for a fact that this top frame did not have any of this nectar or pollen in here when I combined the colonies a few weeks ago. So this is a really good sign that this colony is now strong enough to be bringing in lots of resources on their own. So I've gotten to only the second frame here, and I've already got all the information I need. The bee volume is looking good for the amount of space. I can see looking in the next frame, lots of bees. There are eggs here in these cells, so that tells me I know that I have a queen in the hive. I have nectar, I have pollen. 2 frames in, and this colony has told me everything I need to know. There's no reason to dig any further, which is awesome. You can also see, if you look down here, that newspaper that we put in, they have already pulled out all by themselves. My plan was to pull whatever was left out, but there's nothing left to pull out. They're amazing. So we got the colony closed back up. The only other thing I'm going to do this time of year, now that they've merged into one colony and they don't need 2 separate entrances, is I'm going to tape off this upper entrance. That way it's just one less place that any type of either robbing honeybees or yellow jackets or hornets could get into the hive. So now the upper entrance is taped off, so the only way in or out of this colony is through their main entrance and also through a robbing screen. So the only thing left to do is just pull this remaining newspaper from the outside of the hive, and we'll be done with them for the day. Alright, so we got in, we checked on that queenless hive. The big thing to remember is anytime you're inspecting a hive, you don't have to go through every single frame, and most of the times you don't want to go through every single frame. When you go in, find out what you want to see, and that's all you need to see. You can see we pulled 2 frames today, and we could see that they had plenty of food, that they had plenty of bees to protect the space that they have, and that we had a laying queen. So stay tuned, and we'll see what's next in the bee yard.